Josh Allen is one of the greatest quarterbacks in the 21st century. He is a fantastic playoff performer, former MVP, and to be honest, one of the greatest snow game quarterbacks of all time. Bro, dude be inclement weather quarterbacks of all time. Dude be throwing the craziest things in inclement weather, bro. Rolling out, running. Even the Bengals game this year just reinforces the fact, like, yo, even a great quarterback like Joe Burrow, something might get in his eye, throw two picks in a row. Here's Josh Allen just running up the middle, just getting a touchdown. You have to appreciate this guy. But his greatness is fleeting. His carries are accumulating. Please appreciate the elite quarterbacks while we have them. Give you a good comparison with some other quarterbacks. Cam Newton, for example, had an MVP season for my Carolina Panthers. They were great. It was awesome. Fantastic year. I know people focus on the ending of it a lot. But dude, this stuff is so rare for Panthers football. Like I don't think most of us cared that he dropped didn't dive on the ball. He was like, okay. Dude, because dude would run into the heat of battle, shoulder down, goal line down, and accumulate injuries for our team. And you can see it when he goes to drop back and pass. It really affected him later in his career. Like those, it was bad. Like the accuracy just wasn't there like it used to be. Remember, Cam Newton was one of the earliest quarterbacks ever to have 4,000 yards in a season. Like like early in his career. Josh Allen is similar type of player. He's better passer. I'll give y'all that. But remember when he came into the league, it wasn't always like that. They have been using him a little more sparingly. Actually, a lot more sparingly. 400 carries. That is a big difference. That is a like when I did the Lamar Jackson video. It surprised me to see his carries were 1,000. That's half a tenured running back in the NFL. That's a 5 year running back. Josh Allen is about a 3.5 year quarterback tacked onto his quarterback career. For real. Because the hit you take as an active runner is different than the hit you take as a quarterback. The reason why Aaron Rodgers, even with broken collarbones, can just sit back and uh play till he's 40 is because he's at his core he's a gunslinger. He's a drop back uh I'm gonna just throw the ball into tight windows guy. Yes, he used to extend the play, but the hits he took was more like fading and someone hitting you from right here. The hits Josh Allen's taking is putting his shoulder down and diving at people. That's to me, that's not gonna last. So while instead of being a negative Nancy about it, I'd like to focus on the fact that we get to watch him for another year next year. Give it another shot. Uh, I know the window to a mini is closing. You have quarterbacks like Pat Mahomes. You have Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. No matter how long we have Mr. Burrow, judging by some of his interviews, he these guys are in his way every single year. And this year was the prime example of him not being able to get it done when these guys not here. That's one way to look at it. My other way of looking at it was this guy once again brought his team to the playoffs. Once again had him in position to win a playoff game, and once again they lost. They won playoff games. They won some great games. Even this year in particular, even though the Seahawks look like a juggernaut, you would say that Super Bowl, Josh Allen would have been a clear cut advantage at the quarterback position for the Bills. I couldn't say that with the Patriots, the way Drake May was playing in the playoffs. He didn't seem the same guy. Josh Allen, playoff performer, by the numbers, is the same guy. Sometimes even better. And it's not easy to just blow out teams in the playoffs. Like once you get to the playoffs, all of the teams you blow out should be gone, right? Not necessarily. Now with Josh Allen, especially in the wild card round, he will blow out teams for the free skis, and it looks crazy. But when you see that jump up in competition, some things really point out to me. Pat Mahomes, Lamar, later in his career, and Josh Allen later in his career, they all played a similar game plan of extending the play to get the big playoff or make sure we don't turn it down the ball on downs. We don't want to give it back to the other team. Anything to extend the drive. I call these guys like ultimate drive extenders almost. You're on third down quarterbacks. They will they will break your heart, bro. And that's what they do so well. And one of the key weapons for all of these quarterbacks on third down is running the football. And the way you take those running hits matters a lot. I mean, some people are less, I wouldn't say athletic, but less uh better at avoiding the big hit, I should say, like Trevor Lawrence, who slides late for some odd reason and gets hit, and then he gets into Jimmy Garoppolo, who kind of runs out of bounds late, breaks his legs, and if that affects his career. Um, Certain people are just clumsy. That's the word. They're clumsy. But even though they're professional athletes, they trip over their feet sometimes. Remember when Daniel Jones was running up the field and he just started tripping? Like not everyone built for that. He is, but I don't think we signed up for a running back. The reason why, it's a finite time period. 30, 31, 32. Usually this is when quarterbacks' careers start to have a huge drop off if you run the ball. Even Pat this year, actually the last few years, his numbers have been not that good. They haven't been good numbers. Yeah, they've been winning games. 15-1. I feel you guys. Playoff, but when rubber needed to meet the road, a lot of the times in the Super Bowl, you can see that extend the play attitude doesn't really work if you're getting hit every play. From play to play, getting hit can affect from possession to possession. If I don't know about you guys, if I'm the offensive coordinator and if I see my quarterback take a huge hit, I think I'm gonna chill on the QB runs for a while. Not the Panthers. The Bills, not the Bills. I seen them run that a few times in a row. Not the Eagles. I seen them run the tush push over and over again. This, to me, is a mistake. You are accumulating hits on the guy who has to throw the football to your multi-million dollar diva or glamour wide receivers. It's not a good recipe for me. Josh Allen runs the ball too much. I wonder if the new coach is going to decrease it at the cost of affecting his numbers, because that's really the drawback these guys, the play extenders, have to do when things aren't going super well for your team. You want to stay on the field as long as possible. So what they do is they make the possessions longer. They snake bite you, put this poison in you throughout the game, make you cold, make it, and slowly you just lose breath. That's why their numbers go down. They just have the balls for so long. The possessions are super long, and when they face each other, oh my god, do y'all see the big plays are just non-existent, man. It's like third down, third down, third down, third down. It's so much so when we see a big play, we're like, wow, that's crazy. You know, it's very few and far between with these extenders. And when they do happen, it's because they extended the play to such a huge amount. It's like, oh my god, these corners have to guard these receivers for like what, 20 seconds, 15 seconds. That's what happened with that Caleb Williams pass. Dude ran like 20 yards backwards and just like, no way he's gonna. Oh, he caught it. What? That's how it is with Josh Allen. Dude does it all the time. I guess we're just used to it. Don't be used to it. Greatness is fleeting. Enjoy it.